times are tough even for the giants of Silicon Valley that are accustomed to big profits. In recent months, the storm on the financial markets has particularly shaken the Nasdaq index, which is dominated by technology groups. Investors fearing a recession are liquidating their positions in risky assets. This particularly affects tech, which lives mainly on promises of future products and services. Big tech is not spared, especially since the slowdown in the world economy should also impact them because they are multinationals present in many countries around the world. This is the case of Meta Platforms. Get Meta Platforms Inc. Report, the parent company of social media platforms Facebook and Instagram. The firm is one of the biggest players in online advertising, where Meta only trails Google. Get Alphabet Inc. Report, in terms of market share, according to experts, the economic slowdown, or worse, the recession, will force companies and advertisers to reduce their budgets dedicated to marketing and advertising, which should logically affect Meta and Google. For example, CEO Mark Zuckerberg told employees on June 30th during the traditional weekly Q&A session to expect one of the worst downturns that we've seen in recent history. If I had to bet, I'd say that this might be one of the worst downturns that we've seen in recent history, Zuckerberg told staff, according to Reuters. Consequently, Meta will accentuate its cost reduction policy. The firm only plans to hire between 6,000 and 7,000 new engineers in 2022, against an initial project of 10,000 new recruits, indicates Reuters. It is therefore a revision of 30% to 40%. In May, a source told The Street that the social media giant was planning to halt or in some cases slow hiring for most mid to senior level positions. The goal was to revise priorities and align hiring targets with current market estimates and pacing. The source said, "We regularly reevaluate our talent pipeline according to our business needs, and in light of the expense guidance given for this earnings period, we are slowing its growth accordingly," a Meta spokesperson told The Street at the time in an emailed statement. However, "We will continue to grow our workforce to ensure we focus on long-term impact." But in a recent memo, Chief Product Officer Chris Cox said that, "I have to underscore that we are in serious times here and the headwinds are fierce. We need to execute flawlessly in an environment of slower growth, where teams should not expect vast influxes of new engineers and budgets."